What's up, guys? It's T. Kyle here, and happy Friday night or weekend if you're watching this on the weekend. I am changing up my filming schedule day this week for two reasons. One, as you guys know, I'm having issues with the downstairs neighbor blasting the TV all the time. So I was like, well, why don't I just do it Friday during the day when it's usually been quiet? I've sort of kept a mental note of the week and times, just getting used to like who comes in and out, like what times and what noises happen consistently on a pattern. So all day Saturday, it's really frustrating. And so I think that's why my weekend chats recently have just been kind of like laced in negativity, if you will, just like a little underlying irritation that I was having, So I thought, I'll just bump it up a day, and if that helps me just feel like less, irritated, then so be it. It's still technically the weekend. Like, by the time I get this up, it'll be, everyone will be getting out of work, so whatever. Also, I'm gonna whisper this, but I left a note. I finally caved, and I, left a note, because last night, it was, all night, and I'm like, girl, no, ma'am. I've had it. So we'll see if that helps. If not, then I'm just gonna fucking start stampeding like an elephant. That's what she deserves. So anyway, that's reason number one. And then the second reason is because I am seeing Kygo tonight. And so tomorrow, I feel like I'm just gonna be very mentally drained, and I'm probably gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna go out after, because the last time when I went to Above and Beyond, I didn't go out after that concert, because it was so, just like, you were on your feet for so long, and I was dancing so much that I just got out and I was like, I need to pass out. Like, I was so tired. So I don't know what will happen, but I just think it'll be easier to not have to worry about getting myself up. I don't want to look haggard and whatever. So that's why I'm here on this Friday. Oh, 1 second. I almost forgot. I've got my Dunkin' Donuts, not sponsored. Ooh, it kind of tastes not so good today, to be honest. I'm cutting that out. I also have my breakfast here. Mukbang, Friday mukbang. My hash browns and 2 egg wraps, not sponsored. Oh my God. Hash brown eating ASMR video. Okay, so the Sim series that I teased last weekend, I think it was last weekend, I forget, it was really late at night because I was still testing the edits all night, and I finally just posted it when I got it to work. I sort of have, it's more of a creative versus a let's play where you just start playing and you just mess around and you play the game like you normally would. With this one, I had concepts and characters that I wanted to bring to life, storylines, and just I don't know, it was sort of more creative, I guess you could say, kind of like the other games that I played that had these little stories with characters. Do you guys remember when I played the Demi Lovato game, there was her side character friend, Denise? I want to bring her into this, I want another Denise, and there's just little hidden inspirations into different characters that I have. And so, I don't know, I'm sort of playing this idea of it being a let's play mixed with funny characters. There's also celebrities involved. So I don't really have a timeline for you guys on when or if that's gonna come out. I've been tweaking different lots and stuff, getting them ready for the storyline that I'm going with. And so I spent 6 hours the other day just working on, I finished 4 characters and I finished 3 lots and then cleared out other lots, and then I have to just place people and whatever. Just know that it's in progress, and if it doesn't come to light, then it doesn't come to light. It's whatever. And that kind of ties into what I wanted to talk with you guys today about, and it was inspired by watching Shane Dawson's series that he just recently did with Graveyard Girl about dying channels, and he goes to see Graveyard Girl in Houston, and he has this conversation with her, and she gets super real and raw, and she's crying, And it really, the conversation that they had really resonated with me. I mean, I'm obviously no like major YouTuber or anything like, it wasn't on a surface level that I related to the video. It was more on like a personal creative creator level that I related to her. Basically, long story short, if you guys don't want, I mean, I highly recommend watching it. I'll link to the 2 videos below because it was just really well done and it was funny and it was real and it was raw. But basically, her channel views just started to tank off, and like, most people do, she started censoring herself and like watering down everything that she was doing because she was trying to, like, because YouTube just kept changing their formula and their algorithm, and so it does affect you as a creator. And I know that because I remember like when Tumblr did it. You guys know I have a Tumblr that I don't really update it as much anymore. And the one thing that really pulled me off of it was when they started deleting accounts. There was no transparency. They would just deem something, copyright infringement and ban people and delete people and suspend people permanently with no explanation. And I remember thinking, I was like, well, people could look at my blog and either think 2 things. One, they could be like, wow, this is a great marketing tool and we can run ads on it, and it would be a benefit to the networks and the shows and to Tumblr, and we could do partnerships. It could be a good tool, right? Like a good marketing tool. Like someone who is smart would see that because that's literally what it is. It's literally free promotion. But then on the flip side, someone who, like a suit who is more corporate, legal, law, rules, that's kind of like how, like a more corporate person, doesn't really get like the internet and memes and you guys get me. Someone who's like a legal suit could look at it and be like, this is all copyright infringement. You know what I'm saying? So I freaked out and I was like, well, I'm not gonna invest, because when I tell you guys the amount of time, energy, and money, I will never be able to express in words how much time and energy I put into that website, and I don't think anyone will really ever understand it. But when I tell you, like, I would come home every single night and I would, on my Apple TV or whatever, my laptop, I would watch episodes, and I have a book. I have them in my drawer back there. I kept everything. It's like my archives. I have 4 notebooks, and it's all just timestamps, like literally like an episode, like Big Ange episode 1, and then just all these timestamps that have quotes or funny moments or whatever, like memes that I want to pull. Like I have an archive of that kind of stuff, and I would literally sit and I would watch and I would like just invest. And then I would go back and I would watch the episode again on my computer, and that's when I would like cut everything up. I would cut all the things out and then save and export them. Then I would take them into Photoshop and make the meme or the GIF or whatever it was, So time, like I invested in that stuff. YouTube, like their algorithm changes, it messes with people's views, it messes with their ads, and it doesn't push them to people's subscription boxes or what, you know what I'm saying? Like they change it without you knowing, and it affects how people consume your content. And then Tumblr, it was like something similar. Obviously I wasn't making money off Tumblr. I did a couple sponsored posts and stuff, but it's not like YouTube where you make ads and money off of views, or you know what I'm saying? Anyway, a relatable experience. You have this conglomerate, this social network that just is in control of your stuff that you've invested time, money, and energy into. So I just pulled away. So I related to Bunny, Graveyard Girl, in that respect. Feeling like you as a creator are being limited because of the platform that has control over you. And then among other things, just feeling uninspired and feeling like people were enjoying watching you fail. And she just like really hid a lot of stuff that was like really going on with her. And again, it was something I 100% relate to. And I think, on here, you guys know I'm really open. I feel like I'm pretty genuine on here. I really am. When I talk to this camera, I talk to it like I'm talking to myself. The conversations that I have with myself when I'm on my walks and I'm trying to like sort through my problems and come to solutions. Oh, my battery's dying. I hope I have another one. 1 second. Perfect, she's full. New battery. Anyway, so as I was saying, the conversations that I have here with you guys on here really are like welcoming you guys in and like chatting with you guys about the things that I'm trying to solve or that are going on with my life. Almost like a little mini therapy session. And they're very similar to the conversations that I have when I go on my walks. So like when I go on my walks, I will usually have something, I'm like, okay, this is something that's going on. How can I fix it? And we'll walk for like usually like 30 minutes to an hour, and I just go through solutions, and I feel like I come to a solution, or I solved a problem, or I just think something through with like a clear mind and without any distractions or external noise, and almost like writing in a journal, kind of. I find that it's really helpful. And with this, I think it's, I just find it easier to do than journaling, because sometimes when I journal, you kind of just, I don't know, it's not as easy to do always. So anyway, watching Graveyard Girl talk about these things really just resonated with me, because I relate to that similar feeling of like people who are enjoying watching you not do as well, or they're enjoying watching you be upset, or watching you be stressed out, or even like people with, my weight loss and stuff. Like people who, like there were comments that I would got that was like, you gained weight back, like, haha, like you blah, 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 like mocking it. And so it's easy to want to just like pull away and like not share things, or not talk about things, or not, have any discussions, or you just water things down because you don't want to bring people in to your world if they're just going to mock you, And then the other thing that really resonated with me that Graveyard Girl talked about, so they wind up showing her house and the things that she has and the things that she's bought, and girl has coin, like a posh convertible, Porsche, posh, I don't know, posh, whatever. No, it is Porsche, right? I don't even know, honestly. Posh, Porsche, whatever. She got coin. Like, and well-deserved. I mean, she really did earn, and in my opinion, she earned all of that. And I think that she is obviously very humble about it. And the reason why she didn't want to show it off is because she felt like she would look like an asshole. And I kind of relate to that. And I'm not in the sense of like, because I don't have expensive things. Like I'm more of a minimalist. Like I'm literally wearing Old Navy right now and Old Navy pants. Like I'm not, I don't like to spend expensive things. I don't like to spend money on expensive things. I like to spend money on experience, and also on technology. Like I like gadgets and stuff. But other than that, I'm not like a label person. But I will say, so like Bunny didn't want to show off her things that she was purchasing, like fashion and her car and her house and things that she worked for. And for me, it was like I very much felt like I didn't want, I don't know, like I felt like when I got my newest job, there were a lot of people who turned on me, and I felt like I didn't want to, I don't know, I felt weird about owning up to my experience and being like, I fucking worked for this. Like I put in all this time and all this energy and all these hours, and I got recruited because of that. There were people who were spreading rumors that I slept my way to getting my job because I'm like a ginger, and like, you know what I'm saying? And like, that was like literally a rumor that went around the circle here, and I was pissed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed because that's so condescending and so, it's fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? And it really was like, oh, wow, like these people I thought were friends of mine who you would expect to like have your back and to be supporting you and be boosting you, that like now this rumor is spreading around. It was stuff like that, or, you know, people just not understanding my new schedule and thinking that I'm being arrogant or obnoxious or like condescending because I literally can't hang out with you. Like, I can't hang out with you. I cannot go to happy hour. And it's not because I don't want to, it's because I can't. Like, and there's just people who didn't understand that. And I felt like so many people turned on me, and so many people were like not willing to understand, or, you know, they just thought that I was speaking down to them, you know? And it really just made me like pull back. And I was like, I don't want to show this stuff, really. I don't want to talk about this stuff. And I almost wanted to like just kind of lay low in the background and, you know, not do like big things, and you know what I'm saying? So I kind of I felt the stuff that Bunny was saying was very similar to things that I was experiencing, or, you know, I mean, they didn't really talk, Bunny didn't really talk about this too, but it's also like, you know, there's just like a lot of, you know, people who just only want to talk to you because of that, or they reach out to you and they're like, oh my God, I miss you so much, but like, hey, do you have any tickets? Like, can I get tickets? And it's like, it's just like, it's so ingenuine. And I don't know, I just felt like there was a shift in my world, and it was weird for me to deal with. So yeah, I mean, I just appreciated hearing like Shane and Graveyard Girl talking about this stuff, because it was something that I not directly related to or directly was having a similar experience, but or directly was having that same experience. I was having a similar experience in just different context. So it was really nice to see. I highly recommend watching it, and I'm sort of like, I'm just kind of thinking now, you know, where do I go from here? What do I do? I'm gonna be 30, you know, like what's next? Oh, is my battery dying again? What the hell? Ugh, 1 second. Not speed this up, but like I think like all my batteries are like not working right now. Maybe it's another sign. You guys know I was having that weird stuff happening last week. I was thinking about getting myself a new camera. But anyway, it got me thinking, because there's 2 videos right now on Shane's channel. There's gonna be a third. It's like a little mini series. And then Graveyard Girl did one, and she's like, why I've been lying about my life. She bought herself something from a couture catalog. It's like this really nice Dior bag, I think, because she loves fashion. And she's like, I did this to like re-inspire myself. I like worked hard, and I bought myself this, and it was inspiring and just like lit a spark in me. And I was thinking about, okay, like what's something similar that I could do? What's something similar that I could not necessarily buy, but do, like an action that I could do that would help re-inspire me and just kind of boost my creativity, because I don't want my channel to be negative Nancy. I don't want my channel to be you guys seeing me irritated. I don't want that to take over, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love these weekend chats, and I love, you know, talking about real shit, because that's reality, you know? Like, that's not gonna change. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, yeah, everything's rainbows and butterflies and great, because that's not real. But at the same time, I want like my channel, and I want my, or whatever it is that I put on the internet, I want there to be like fun stuff, and I want there to be creative stuff, because I have so many fucking ideas. So much in here, and like in my books and in my notebooks. I mean, there's a lot. Like, there's really a lot of things. I was thinking about when I did spiceworldgifts.com, which was a silly project, but it was something that I worked on in secret for a really long time, and I just like launched it. And literally no one knew about it. Like, I didn't tell anyone, because I didn't want anyone to copy me. There's a lot of bitches out there who fucking copy everything I do. Just saying. So I wanted to do it, and I did it, and people loved it, and it was like unique, and it was different, and you know, it wasn't I wasn't building up to it on the daily. It was just like, I just dropped it. So I was thinking about maybe doing some more stuff like that, where I work on a series of something and I just like put it out. Or I just retreat for a while and I work on something and then I put it out. Versus, you know, feeling like I need to come up with something every single day or every single week or every single, you know, and removing that pressure, because now, like, there's just so much on, like, the news and on the internet, and every single day there's like a new meme and a new whatever, and it's just constant. And I think I want to do the opposite, where I just like retreat and I work on something and then put it out. So I don't know, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just trying to get myself feeling re-inspired, honestly. Oh my God, this battery's dying too, you guys. Oh my God, what the hell? I literally swear I charged these. Maybe if I get myself a new camera, that'll be, cause I did get a new mic recently and I love it. It's such a great mic. It's really good. I mean, I think you guys even said like that the sound quality was better. I think, you know, I might just need a little bit of time, honestly, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, I was thinking about it, and I have some time off coming up at the end of the month, and I really think I'm going to disappear for like a good amount of time. Like go like away to a place that is like, or not even like go away, but like go spend my days out somewhere, like in the park or by the water, or get an Airbnb somewhere. I don't know, just like somewhere that's away from the noise, figuratively and like literally away from the noise, and just read a book or sketch or draw and just disconnect for a second. When I say that I want to like disappear, I mean like I want people to like leave me alone for a hot second. I want all external notifications and noise and do you have this? Do you have this? Like, hi, blah, 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 blah. Can you let me know about, you know, like people just like pulling out of you and just draining your energy and draining your creativity or influencing your creativity. Or I need to just be like, whew, put me in a bubble and leave me in the park. I want to quiet. Like I love quiet, you guys. Like I know some people hate it. To just be able to sit and sketch and draw without any distractions is heaven. I'm taking you guys with me on this journey. I think I'm, doing the best to avoid burnout. I'm trying, I'm putting an effort into making things better because it's important. And I I'm not a negative person. I hate, I don't like being irritated. It's not fun for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I know some people who, and we all know people. There's always that one person that we know who just is always complaining. And this is no tea, no shade. I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. We all know those kind of people. Or we have those people who, I will do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, oh yeah, blah, 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 and they never do it, And I don't want to be that person. I'm not that person. I've never been that person. I've always been solutions. Work hard, put your creativity into something, and be positive and be optimistic. I've always been an optimistic person. I can find the silver lining in any situation. I can always twist anything into being something. Oh, well, this is good because at least this happened, or like, what I'm saying. So that's the goal. That's where we're going in this, month. I felt like everything was building up, and then the dam broke, and you literally waterfalls, you guys saw the other day, and now I'm like pulling it back together. I'm searching for inspiration. I'm finding inspiration. I'm latching onto it, and I'm gonna manifest it and move it forward into things that are fun and creative, and take you guys along the journey with me. My battery's staying good for now. Well, actually, wait, I should save this because if it dies, caught myself there, because if the battery died while I was in the middle of that take, it would have been deleted the house. So that is where I'm at. I'm excited for things. Now that the weather is nicer, it's such a difference. My Fitbit steps are through the roof. I'm gonna get this up and then go for another walk, and then I'm going to Kygo tonight. Oh my God, I just got chills again. I'm so excited, you guys. I've been a fan of Kygo since he was just doing beats. The ID, like the Ultra ID that just instrumental track, and then like a few months or a year later he put like a vocalist on it, and he really slowly came into his own, and as like a DJ, and then as like a producer, and then now he's literally like his own artist and his own global massive sensation. And I just am so excited for it because the music is so good, and it's just, I heard that he does, I kind of looked at the set list, and I think I talked about this on here. Did I talk about this last week or the week before? I told you guys about the Coldplay album, Ghost Stories, the one I listened to when I ran away to San Francisco. There is a song on that album that Kygo covers on this tour, I think. I mean, I looked at the set list and it's there, and I was like, wait a minute. Like, that literally is the song that was playing. I remember it like it was yesterday. I could see the colors in my mind when I was landing in San Francisco on this trip that I ran away. And which sounds, you guys know what I mean when I say like I ran away. Like, it's not that, I packed everything up and I deuced. When we were pulling into San Francisco, it was right at sunset, and it was like golden hour, and the sun was setting, and it was like hitting over the buildings, and it lit the whole entire plane up in this like beautiful orange with like a subtle pink. And the light was falling, and it was like reflecting, and it was just glittering. Like, it literally was golden. Like, it was glittering through the plane. Everyone had their windows open, and that was the song. Like, I literally was listening to that song. It's called Midnight. It's on Ghost Stories, and I was sitting there, and it was just this like visual experience, the color, the excitement. I might sob, honestly, at Kygo. It was gorgeous. Like, it was just so, oh my God. The little things, you guys. Like, honestly, it's all about the little things. Like, a sunset, to me, is one of nature's most beautiful things, because it changes every single day. You never know the colors you're gonna get, the gradients. Like, is that weird? Like, I'm literally so easily impressed by things. Fish and sunsets are nature's most beautiful creations, in my opinion. The colors that you get, like the colors that fish can be, it's just, it's crazy. Because those aren't they're not, these neon paints and chemicals that are, toxic and whatever. It's nature. Anyway, this is going on a weird, totally unrelated thing where I'm talking about like fish and sunsets. But actually, no, it's not weird. Going back to what I was saying before, full circle moment. You guys know I talk in one big ass circle, and it's one of my things that I love is I can usually talk myself through a problem and get to a solution. Stuff like that, like sunsets, fish, like water, being near the water, being near the sound of water, the color of water, the waves. It's serene to me. It's colorful. Like, maybe I'll go to the maybe I'll try and get to one of the aquariums or something. But anyway, like jellyfish, also beautiful. So stuff like that, like being around nature, like things that inspire me. When I was in college, I used coral and fish, and I actually watched Planet Earth, and I pulled color schemes from various like coral reefs and whatever for this branding project I did. So stuff like that, like being around nature, being around things that inspire me. That's what my next goal is moving forward. When I get this time off, this downtime, going and doing things that are inspiring and get me like excited, that spark that you feel in the zone. Also on iTunes. I feel like I'm getting somewhere, and yeah, I mean, next week is my final weekend as a young 20-something, and then I enter into the big 3-0s. And so next week I think I'm gonna do my weekend chat will be like my genuine, like, here are my thoughts about going into my 30s, because I have like thoughts about that and sharing that with you guys. Maybe doing something like what Trisha did, where she's like 30 things that I have learned at 30, or like 30 of my favorite thing. I don't know, like 30 lessons I've learned in 30 years could be fun. And then, yeah, and then you know, I'm just going to start, you know, prepping my grave. No, joking. I'm joking. I've actually heard, honestly, from a lot of my friends who are older than me, that the 30s are some of the best years, which is exciting. One of my closest friends, who was like a mentor for me, said that his 30s was where he really found his confidence, and he was like solid in his confidence and his self-confidence and his self-esteem, and that he was faking it till he was making it all the way through his late 20s, and that when he got into his 30s that he really found his true self and he felt confident and comfortable in it. And so, you know, that's exciting to look forward to. Thank you guys for being on this journey. Thank you guys for all the comments and the supportive encouragement, and, you know, just letting me know that you guys understand and you get me and you relate to me, because that's why I share this stuff. I'm gonna go finish my coffee and finish my egg wraps, get this up, and go get ready for, I might take a nap before Kygo, and then I think I'm just gonna wear teal. Like I'm doing this new thing, you guys, where I'm literally wearing, I call it a uniform. I have like a shirt style that is comfortable and a jean that is comfortable, and I bought 10 shirts, 5 pairs of the jeans. So I literally look the same every single day. It's comfortable for me. It's easy to, you know, put together. And then I feel like when I do something different, it like really pops. Like when I was dressed up at my friend's wedding, everyone was like, oh my God, like, wow. And I was like, hi. Or if I wear like a fun jacket, it like really stands out because everyone's just used to seeing me like in all black. I don't know. It's a thing. My uniform, also all from Old Navy, clearance, on sale, $6.99. Bitch, I don't spend money on clothes, because you know what? The one time I did, I spilled grease all over this like $120-something pair of jeans. Ruined. Like less than 24 hours, ruined. And I was like, you know what? No. I'm gonna get a $20 pair of jeans, and if I get grease on it, I can just throw it the fuck out. You know? Okay. Okay, so, oh, see? Email. I don't want to hear that noise when I'm on break. Is it anything important? No. Spectrum. Upgrade your service. No. Thank you guys again for supporting me and for being here. And what else did I say? I feel like I lost the last video because the battery just shut off. I don't even know. Sorry. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna wrap this up, because if this dies, I'm gonna lose this one too. But I will see you guys. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see some of Kygo and like this. I'll probably take some videos. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you guys next week with a new video. And have a good weekend. Have a good Friday night. Have a good Saturday, Sunday, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.
It's Britney, bitch. Shake your tits. Dunkin' Donuts.